guys, as you guys can see for the title, today we're doing our Makeup Rehab series update for the month of August. I cannot believe it. I kind of switched it this week, so I think this video will go up on the 1st of September. Happy 1st of the month if you're watching it on the first day of the month. I am a little bit bittersweet as I always am around this time of year because I love summer. I will say that this summer was not the warmest. I will say this summer is very rainy. It is pouring as we speak right now as I'm filming this. Every day it rains. I'm telling you, this whole entire summer, all we had, the majority was rain and overcast. So it's very gloomy outside right now as we speak. Only good side is that rain is warm. So I don't mind it right now, but I will mind it when it gets colder. Anyways, I mentioned to you guys this month was going to be a lot solely because I did a lot of purchasing in July. That sets me up for the tone for the rest of the year, you guys. A lot of things have been happening, a lot of situations, world stuff's been going on that I've been keeping track of. So I don't see myself spending a lot of money for the rest of the year, really, honestly. It's very uncertain what we're gonna do. So, I don't know. Maybe here and there I'll get something, but other than that, I have other thought processes, other things that I want to invest my money in and put my money towards instead of sometimes makeup, and that's okay too. Anyway, you are here for this to see how much I spent, to see how many points I have gained and will be leaving, and so on and so forth. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so we are starting out with 42.5 credits. Yes, you've heard that right. 42.5 credits, which I feel like is a lot, but a lot will be leaving this month. Oh, you bet your bottom dollar. Bet your bottom dollar. And I have a lot of explaining to do to you guys. So let's start out with PR and gifts. This does not count towards any of my credits whatsoever, but I do like to share so you guys are well aware what comes in, what comes out if you do not watch any other video that I do post throughout the month, because I do try to share, get ready with me, showcasing new products. If there is a haul, I will post it, so on and so forth. All right, so the first thing I want to share with you guys in PR was the Alter Ego Sakura palette. This is a beautiful palette. I had done a whole video just comparing it, giving you guys my thoughts on it. I have done quite a bit of looks with it. I think it's a beautiful palette overall. I really do enjoy it. It's very, very pretty. It's a beautiful palette. You have to check that video out. But thank you, Alter Ego. I do have a coupon code if you're interested in using that one as well. Another PR that I got was these lip oils. I have been in love with these. I shared with you guys in a Get Ready With Me using these. These are from Hard Candy. These are their Glasstopias. These are beautiful. For a lip oil at the drugstore, I really like it. Very soft colors. You really can't go wrong with whatever color you choose, but it's a beautiful, beautiful lip oil. I am in love with these. This whole entire summer, my lips have been drier and drier, and I think it is because of the tretinoin. So I have been wearing a lot of lip gloss. I've barely been wearing any lipstick products because my lips are so dry, and this has just come in handy. So I did get a whole array of these. I believe there was like 6 or 7 of them, but I just wanted to share that I did also get those in PR. Game Beauty also sent me brushes. I used them in a video. I'm currently still using them. I'm embarrassed to show you guys how dirty they are, but they are currently on my vanity and I'm using them still to this day. Going through them, I mean, they're beautiful. So I'm very thankful for them as well that they sent me over. I also have a coupon code with them if you're interested in purchasing anything from them. Last but not least was the press-on nails. I did a Get Ready With Me. I shared with you guys the brand Vanity Bay. I have not worn them since because we're always in water. We're either at the ocean, we're at some sort of river canoeing, we're in our backyard in our pool. So press-on nails isn't the smartest thing for me to wear right now because they come off because I'm always in a body of water, hence the tan. So I haven't played around with them since that video, but I do have them as well. So those are all of my PR and gifts, you guys. I would have had more, but I'm gonna use those as credits and I'll explain to you guys when I get to them. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get into purchases. All right, you guys, this is where a lot of my credits are going to be leaving. So we have 42.5 credits, obviously, and I shared with you guys a big haul of stuff, and I told you guys that I would be deducting some points. So I I'm gonna start. Sydney Grace, I ended up purchasing 4 mystery bags. Now these mystery bags brought individual things within them, but I didn't specifically choose some of the products. Some of the products I would have never chosen for myself, but it's a mystery bag. So I'm only going to deduct four credits because I bought a mystery bag, not necessarily knowing what was coming in them. So I had an idea, but obviously I did not purchase any of them. If I would have purchased the shadows only, I would have considered maybe deducting more points because I knew I was going to get a bunch of eyeshadows, but I didn't. That was not the intent. It was just to try out some of the new products that they had released. So I'm deducting 4 points from my bank for those 4. I also purchased from the Sydney Grace sale 5 individual cream shadows. I did get 2 more cream shadows in those mystery bags, but I didn't know I was getting them. But these I specifically handpicked for myself to purchase. So I am deducting an additional 5 credits for these. So far we are deducting 9 credits from our bank. So 4 for the bag, and then 5 cream shadows that I specifically chose on my own. So we're at 9. So I ended up getting quite a bit of palettes. I don't remember which palettes I ended up getting for free. If you spend a certain amount, you got a free palette. Because I don't remember, and honestly, my intent was to get that palette for free, I'm going to deduct the credit even though I did not necessarily purchase that palette itself. I knew that I was getting a free palette, so I am going to deduct it. So I ended up getting all of these palettes from Sydney Grace, whether they were free or ones that I purchased. So I got the Love's Journey. I showed you this in a haul, so if you want to check that out. Unbreakable Bond, Blessed, the tricolor one, the tropical color one, Summer Days, Where the Wild Things Grow, and Heaven on Earth. So here I have 2, 4, 6, 7 palettes that I ended up getting in that haul. So I'm deducting 7 more credits. So we have 9 plus 7 is 16 credits leaving my collection. But I'm not done. I also went ahead and purchased the Natasha Denona Mini Starlit palette. This is a beautiful palette, and I really have been enjoying this one a lot. Been reaching for this one quite a bit. Really beautiful. So since I purchased this on my own, that's another point getting deducted. So we're at 17 points. As well as the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. This was the most recent palette that I have purchased. It is what I'm wearing on my eyes. I've been wearing it nonstop. I did a palette bingo with this. This is my 3rd look with this palette. I've done already a different look, which was all more gray yesterday. And then the video that I already posted this past week with using the shadows that came in here, which was more like a smoky eye. Today I have more of the pinky colors, this beautiful shade on the lid mixed with this shade. It's a really, really pretty palette. You guys can see it on my eyes today. So this is another credit leaving. So we are at 18, but I'm not done. Okay, you guys, so a little mishap happened with me this past month. It was actually in July that this happened. These next few products were not intended to be in my own collection, in my own makeup wardrobe. They were not meant to stay. They were not meant for me. I'm making that very clear. So this is why I never showed you guys in July these products, never showcased them on my channel because they were not intended for me. There's somebody in my life that has been interested in beauty products, which I'm very, very excited for. And they had mentioned, their birthday's in July, they had mentioned that they wanted certain things prior to the month of July. So I wanted to surprise them with these products. Never told them that I was going to do it. It was just going to be a genuine surprise for them. Well, it backfired. When I went to go visit them, they had themselves already purchased these products. And by the time that this individual's birthday showed up and the amount of time that lapsed when I purchased these items was already past the return date. And I didn't want to return and get a store credit. I didn't know because these brands are brands that I don't shop on or for. So I didn't know the return policy. I didn't want to pay for shipping to send these back, so on and so forth. So they ended up in my collection. And partly it's my fault because obviously it was a surprise, but the excitement and the anticipation of getting new makeup, I get why they did what they did, and I'm not holding it against them. It was the thought that counted. That's what they got for their birthday. So these products are in my collection, not necessarily because I bought them for me. It was intended for someone else. And you guys know that I have been decluttering throughout the year. I just recently decluttered more. So there was no more I wasn't just gonna give these away. They're not anything where I'm like, oh, now I really, or sell them on Poshmark or whatever the case may be. I just don't want to. It's okay for me to keep them. I'm just gonna accept it. It's okay for me to keep them and move on. This was already money spent over a month ago, so it's not like you know what I mean. I got discounts for it. It's not like I paid full price for these anyway. I really didn't pay full price for any of this stuff because I never shopped in these websites, so I got a bunch of coupons and deals going on. So anyway, I'm gonna deduct credits for it because they were originally gifts, but they're not mine. So guess what? We're deducting more points. So first off, I ended up getting these. These were the LA Color Soft Cream Blushes in Grace, Rosebud, and Blissful. So these three were supposed to be a gift. I didn't pay full price for these. I think I paid like $3 for each of these. Are really inexpensive, so it didn't really bother me that much. And I have used 2 out of 3 since then because why not? And I really do like the formula. But you guys know I don't need any more cream things. I wanted to buy more MAC blushes, the cream blushes, and now here I am with 3 more. This was not for me. So I'm deducting 3 more points because 3 more cream blushes came into my collection. Listen, these were not that expensive. Like I said, they were like $3 each. So if these go bad, it's not like I broke the bank. Now, if these were like the MAC blushes and I didn't want them, you bet your bottom dollar I would resell them or do something with them. But these, it's not a big deal. So I'm deducting 3 more points, which means we're deducting a total of 21 points so far. The individual wanted this palette. So this palette I purchased for them. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Essential Palette. I didn't even know this existed. And as you guys, I already threw away all the packaging too. That's the other thing. So here is this one. You guys can see it's brand new. I never touched any of these because they weren't meant for me. So this is a palette that now I actually like it. So this is why I'm not really upset because I'm going to get use out of these in some way, shape, or form. So I ended up with this palette. I never purchased from this brand. So if I purchase anything from this brand, it's always been through Sephora, and I've only bought one thing from this brand. That was that lemonade palette, and that was it. So this is now my second purchase that I've gotten. Actually, no, I have 2 other palettes, the Latte and the Latte 2. Those were gifts to me, but this one is my 4th from this brand, second one that I bought myself. So I'm deducting another point, 22 points, gone. And then I am not somebody who's ever purchased from this brand, never interested in this brand. I don't know, like the same thing with this. I've never been drawn to influencer brands. So for me, this was not something that I would have purchased for myself ever. Like you guys never see me shop for these things. So this is another brand that I don't have anything from them and not my intention at all, but it's Lunar Beauty. They wanted Lunar Beauty, so this is what I got. And I don't mind keeping these, but this was the cheek palette in Moon Prism. So this is what this one looks like. It still has the film thing. So this is what this one looks like. Obviously, it's brand new, never been used. So that's another point. Do I need another face palette? No, but this is pretty. So I don't mind using it, I guess. And then the other one was a Nude Prism. I guess they wanted this one. This one is pretty too. And again, this is brand new. Never been touched, obviously. So, yeah. And the packaging's pretty too. That's actually really pretty. So I ended up getting these and this and then the lip thing. So we're 22, 23, 24 credits taken off. All right, you guys. So if you kept count, that was 24 credits leaving my collection. I started out with 42.5. I'm deducting 18.5 credits. I'm deducting 24 credits, which gives me 18.5 credits left. But as you guys know, I still count my empties and I still have my pans. So let's get into the empties. First and foremost, I finished this Becca corrector, you guys. I finally finished this. This is just like leftover stuff in there. I finished the Becca corrector in here, so that's 1 point being brought back into my collection. Then I finally finished this It Brow Pencil. Holy moly, this took almost the whole entire year to finish, but I am officially done it. There's nothing else in here. I can't take it off. It's all the way up. So this is another credit being put back. I used up the Stila Hue Extreme Lash Mascara. This is a pretty mascara. I actually do like it. I had another one like this one, but I gave it to my sister. So that's another one getting deducted. I finished my L'Oreal Perfecting Base. We are done with this one, so that's another credit being brought back. Tarte Shape Tape Stay Spray. This was a really nice spray, but I have found ones that are more inexpensive than this, full price that I can get. So I did finish that off. The corrector by Clinique, even better. This was the Peach Corrector. I took out the stopper and I sucked it all dry, you guys. Sucked this completely dry. This was a free product, but it brought a lot of products. Like this brought a lot. It's less packaging than most correctors that I've gotten. So finished that. Yay me. 2 lip liners. I finished MAC. What was this one? Dervish. MAC Dervish is done. Couldn't remember the name of this. MAC Dervish is officially done, as well as the Fiona New Amsterdam. Towards the end, it like a little bit fell out, but that was the end of it. Even though it looks like I still have some, it's completely gone. So finish that one up. 2 lip products that I'm very proud of. The first one is Maybelline's Opal lip gloss, you guys. I am done with this. Can you tell? Look at that. I'm so proud of myself. I do not take stoppers out of lip glosses. So all you see is a little bit left up here and a little bit left at the bottom, but I'm basically done with this one. Very beautiful color and very easy to wear. Really like these Maybelline lifter glosses. I am a fan. Truly am a fan. And then last but not least, Barbara is out of the building. This is my NARS Audacious Lipstick in Barbara. Officially done, you guys. Officially done. I will miss her. She was a good color. I used her for a while. I preferred her more in the summertime with a tan than I did in the wintertime. I obviously won't repurchase because I have plenty of lip products, but this was a beautiful color, and I'm very proud of this one because if you ever had a NARS Audacious lipstick, they take a very long time to use up because you don't need a lot. Very pigmented, and they do last on the lips where you don't have to reapply them often. So if you kept track, you guys, if you kept track, that is 10 credits being put back into my beauty bank. So that brings us up from 18.5 to 28.5. My goodness, I couldn't even talk right there. But that is not all, you guys. You guys know that I also do pans, and that's half a credit. So I do have some pans to share with you guys. Not many, as you guys know, but I do have pans. First pan is from the Lorac Pro To Go. You guys know I have been working on this palette. I did hit pan in this shadow right here. This is very deep. Can you see how deep that is? These pans are very deep, and for this palette being as old as it is, quality is still there. You guys, I told you, older makeup, they just do it right. This is a beautiful, beautiful color, and I'm really enjoying that palette right now. The other palette that I did hit pan on that I'm very proud of was also this shadow right here. This was an Estee Lauder Duo, an old school Estee Lauder Duo, and again, older makeup. This took me about 3 months of everyday use to hit pan. You can see that I have a crater in there. This is what it looked like. This is exactly what it looked like. And the crater in there for me to hit pan. Like, this is no joke, no joke. So I also hit pan on that shadow as well. All right, you guys, so since I was able to hit 2 pans, that means that's half a credit point each. So that means 1 more credit gets added to my beauty bank for a grand total of 29.5 credits. So at the end of the day, you guys, even though I did purchase a lot, I still am using more or an even playing field of what's being brought in. There are months where I use a lot more than what I bring in, and that's always been my intention with this series, this whole challenge that I'm doing for myself. It's not necessarily to keep track 100% of what I bring in because I've been so good at understanding my shopping habits, understanding what my controls are, how my impulses. I've been doing really good. You guys saw throughout the year, this is really the biggest time. I always say the summer is always my biggest, and here I am. I'm telling you guys, the summer is my biggest. I try not to go too hard on Black Friday. There isn't much that I do by the time that Black Friday shows up that I really would want or need. It's mainly for my channel purposes, for review purposes, or if there is something that really catches my attention, not necessarily for me to buy every single holiday kit, holiday this, holiday that, and then review it and get rid of it. I'm not like that anymore. I don't want to be that way anymore. So I don't see myself doing that much anymore. I have 29.5 credits to use up. That number never really attacks me or tickles my fancy. I don't do this series mainly for that number. That number doesn't intimidate me. It never affects me. I started out this year with 12 credits. That's where I started out this year. And I'm at 29.5. That just shows how much I've used up, how much I am you know, hitting pan on, so on and so forth, and not necessarily bringing too much into my life. I'm very happy with that. What do I see for the future? I don't see much. I will see some things coming in here and there, but I don't think it'll be a lot of things. I will see myself using up a lot more things. I have quite a few things that I am almost done with, that I'm still using up, that I'm not quite there yet. It might slow down a little bit now. I don't know. I've been using quite a bit, but I've also been struggling a bit. I mentioned it in my panning video where I showed you all of my pans in my collection, and I don't have much pans in my life. I'm not hitting pans as much as I used to because I'm trying to go through all of my makeup to see what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep as far as eye products. So that is all that I have for you guys. The majority, about 90% of everything that came into my life this month, I am very satisfied with. I'm very happy. There is not one purchase that I did that is something that I regret purchasing. I've been playing around with my Sydney Grace palettes. I'm playing around with the Natasha Denona palettes. I've been playing around with the mystery bags that I got through Sydney Grace. I'm very happy with all that. I don't have a disappointment. As far as these extras that were not meant for me, I am accepting them. I am moving on. Like I said, these brands, like I didn't buy this at Sephora. I didn't buy this at Ulta. These were directly from these brand websites. And the return policy is not really the same as it is at Sephora and Ulta, unfortunately. So I am stuck with these. Yes, I could sell them on Poshmark, but the color stories attract me. I can see myself using them. They're not going to be a burden. It isn't something out there where I'm going to dislike. So I've never tried the Lunar Beauty formula, so this is going to be new to me. The Dominique formula I have tried and I do like. It's not one of my favorites, but I do like it. She does have good quality products. I'm not fishing out to get any more from these brands, and I've learned my lesson. I'm not doing that again. I'm not being that proactive anymore with certain things or certain people now because I know. All right, you guys, that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. More videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then,